Hi everyone, it's Lori Pinto from Lollipop Paper and lollipoppaperinink.com. Today I'm back with our Holiday Hoopla 12 Weeks of Christmas series, and today we are doing our 10th project. And today's project is just this cute little tea bag holder. And you can see I used very little cardstock and DSP, but it is adorable. And it holds 3 of those square kind of tea bags. So let's get right in. I'll show you how I did this. I started with a piece of cardstock, and this measures 8 3/4 by 3, and I'm going to score it. Still have not received my scoreboard from Stampin' Up. It should be coming today, I think. So I'm going to score this along the 8-inch side, and I'm going to score it at 3 1/8. So it's 3 1/8, 3 3/4, 6 7/8, and 7 1/2. And that's it. That's our base that we're going to wrap around. And I'm using the same colors so you can see kind of how I did it. And but you can switch out the colors, obviously. So so this is good. I'm going to now take I have 2 other squares, and they measure 3 1/16 by 3 inches. So I'm going to score these on the 3-inch side, and I'm going to score this at 3/8, 1 1/8, go a little bit, and 1 7/8, and 2 5/8. Now I'm just going to flip it over, and I'm going to do the same thing, just score it on different lines, so you'll see that they're going to fill in and make these nice accordion score lines for us. So I'm going to flip it, and I'm going to do it on the 3/4 mark, 1 1/2, and 2 1/4. And you can see how even that is. And what you're going to do is fold these back. These are going to be the side panels here. So let's fold them and score it as you're scoring each of them down. And you just do it back and forth, back and forth. Okay. And then we're going to put these aside and work on the base of it. This really is super simple to come together. Okay, so you have this little accordion looking thing. Okay, so let's put, and I'm going to do that twice. But I had another one, but I already, so you didn't have to watch me do that again. I have another one made. So these are my 2 side panels. Okay, so now let's come back, and I'm going to round the corners. I'm going to need that in a minute, but I'm going to round the corners of the short section here. See where we folded it? And this side up here has the short end. So let's just round the corner. I'm using the envelope punch board. Oh, that didn't come out good. Try that again. Okay. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna, oh, one more thing. I wanted to round the corners of this small DSP sheet. Now this one measures 2 7/8 by 1 1/8, and I'm just going to round it. Actually, I think I'm going to round it on all 4 sides. Just gives it a little extra touch. Okay, so so let's take out our DSP pieces. These measure 2 7/8 by 3 inches. There's 2 of them, and I will have all these measurements down on the in the write-up for you. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece. This is going to fit right here on our flap, and this is what's going to fold over. You can see here. Okay, so okay, my snail. I think snail is fine for this for today. We're going to be using the tear and tape, but that's not until we get to the accordion side, because we want those pockets to be pretty clear. So, and then I'm just going to take my two squares, and remember these are off by just literally a fraction. So make sure you're in the right direction, and you just put those onto the two square marks. And that fits in there nice. Okay, and we'll do the same thing down here. Okay. Okay, now we want to fold back on our score lines here, because what I want to do now is add the piece of Velcro, like one of those little Velcro dots that I have used these before. And when I've said it before, when I get these, I think I got them from, I know I got them from Amazon. I think they're 5/8 inch. And when I get them, I put both sides together right away, so that when I'm ready to use it, I just have to snip it right there from that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the one side of it onto the inside of my flap. And I'm going to keep the other side on there because that fits nice and tight. And so I'm going to put this, fold this up so that I'm going to get a good, I know this is going to be right smack in the middle where I want it. So now I just have to release that other sheet, and there, it goes down fine. Now you could use one of those little super thin magnets if you have those, but I like these. I think that it opens nice, and you can't mess it up. So okay, so we have the outside already made. Now we have to just worry about those inserts. So what we're going to do here is we have these accordion sheets, and we just want to make sure that it's that they're going up, that it looks like sort of like a W here. Okay, so let's open this back up, and first I'm going to I need to put the tear and tape on these sides here. So I want to make sure that that's why it's important that it's up as a looks like a W. So put your tear and tape right down on the bottom there, and then you're going to do every other one all the way up, and you'll do this on both sides. I'll try to speed up the video at this part so you don't have to watch me do this 2 times. And so this is how it will look. It will have the tear and tape strips on each side, and you'll have 2 on the top. Okay, so now we're going to take this side, and first I have to where's the other sheet here? I have 4 pieces of cardstock matching. You could use different colors than the base if you want. These measure, all 4 measure 3 1/16 by 2 7/8. Okay, so we're going to line these up first, and I'm going to do that by keeping my double strip on the left side, and I'm going to bring this. Now make sure you're on the right side, because it is a little, the measurements are different, so it's only going to fit one way. And you can, I hope you can see here, I have it very close to the score line, but not quite. Okay, same thing with this one. I'm going to fold it over and do the same thing, keeping it as close as I can to the score line, but not to get on top. Okay, a few more times. Come on. No, that's not working. Okay. Again, fold this over, give it a nice crease, and get this in there as close as you can. Okay. And one more time. Same thing. Crease it over and lay it down there. Okay. On the last one, when you get there, you just fold that one over right there. Okay. So now we have one side done. Good. And let's take the other side, and we're going to do the same thing with putting our tear and tape on all of these. Again, we're making sure it's up, and my last piece down there is flat. So same thing, but it's on this side. So let's take this first piece off, and we're going to do the same thing but from the other side. Line it up as close as we can and give it a little rub. Next one here. Same thing, we're creasing this in. There we go. I'm just moving it because it's easier to work with it this way. But start out with it's on just make sure the double strips are on the outside. Okay. Last one. It's a little tight at the end there, but there you go. And then this will just fold over. Okay, and there you go. You have your little pockets right here. Perfect. Okay, so now we want to get these to sit inside here into these little grooves. So I'm going to do the same thing here with the tear and tape on the outside. And then I'm also going to add a little tombow in the middle just for extra coverage. And this will give us a little bit of wiggle room on the inside too. So we do the same thing. Take off your tape now on these sides. Okay, you just want to lay this down as best you can right into the middle and those bottom layers. And that fits really good in there. So just take your bone folder and just press down. Make sure you have those on the side. And I would give all the little accordion sides a good press in. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing to this piece so that we can have it covered. Alrighty, so that worked well. So it's bouncing out a little, but it will all fit nice and square once we get the other piece on there. Okay, so 2 more pieces of tear and tape. And a little bit of tombow. Okay, so now you're going to square it up. And there you go. So you just make sure, you can put your bone folder in there too. Just make sure that all the Tombo has had a chance to set. Okay, and there you go. The Velcro just fits perfectly. Even if it is a little off on the bottom, the Velcro just brings it right back into shape. So I did very little decorating or stamping for this. I just put this bow on here, which I think I'll just do now. I did cut one out so you didn't have to watch that. And this is good news, is this is on the carryover list from the holiday catalog. So that's very exciting news that this will be around, and I believe it's probably because of this little bow, because this was definitely the star of the show there. You could use a dimensional too, but I think that the purpose of this would be to just keep your tea bags and throw them in your purse or your backpack, and you always have them there ready to go. So that was it. That's it for today. That's our 10th. Did I say that already? This is our 10th project for in the series. So we have 2 more to go before it is Christmas. So anyway, I do thank you for visiting me today and taking the time out to watch. If you did enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss any new videos. You can shop with me anytime at lollipoppaperinink.stampin'up.net. And I want to thank you again for sharing your time with me today. Have a great day.